Hej, cześć, siemano wam ludzie. Witam was w kolejnym odcinku. Zagrajmy w Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Kontynuujemy sobie przygodę epizodu 3.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
Epizod 4, o proszę. Coś za szybko mi te epizody kurcze lecą, no, żeby to... Nie za szybko się ta gra skończyła.
He had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Bądź szybki lub martwy. O, w tej grze.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different.
Wow.
Did you see that?
Czemu ja mam... Właśnie.
I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
Pierdziele, co tu się dzieje? Sakra, od wejścia do gry już taka akcja, nie? No, szybko nawet ładuje. Dobra.
I thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was cold and a witch's tit and a brass
Wow,
bar that
można
night
tutaj wejść do
as I
środka.
fought my way past his loyal compadres.
Aha, bo ja
The
mam po
very
prostu
same
tylko
saloon
znaleźć,
we're
dobra.
sitting in today.
Kurczę.
Look around and imagine this place painted in blood.
To jest ta miejscowa, gdzie my
Hardin
rozpoczynamy,
was
widzę
waiting
grę
for me.
nawet. O, miło.
Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
Shit, it's cold out here. I'm freezing my giblets off.
Ain't right. God damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew,
Nie trafiłem.
as most of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to
Oa.
get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hands. And that was easier said than done, as most of them were as foolish and full of bravado as I was. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to
Sokole
reach the
oko.
Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcomed presence.
Man can shoot. Gotta get him mad. Campbell.
Między oczy.
Brother, I'm gonna make you pay for that.
Chłopaki, jaja robicie? Tyle was tutaj? Serio?
Tell Hardin someone's coming for him.
Stop that sumbitch!
Let the boys know we got
Whoa.
another law dog.
Hide, you lily-livered son of a bitch.
To ja raczej nie ustrzelę
I can
z takiej odległości.
either hand. shoot you dead.
Następny. No nie! Serio?
You can't hide from me.
I wondered if Bob was among them. And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better.
A, coś tu za cicho.
Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers. Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story.
Jeszcze gdzieś walą, fajnie. Weźmy może coś innego. Pięknie. Między łoci.
I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
O ty szmato.
Can't get a good shot at him.
Nie! Ja tam mam iść, tam, do przodu.
Crazy bastard.
Hehe. Dobra, zobaczmy sobie, co my tu mamy jeszcze. Na dużych dystansach. To bym sobie... Prędkość przodowania, zwiększenie naciskania naboi w karabinku, dobra, weźmy to.
Hold still. Watch where you're shooting.
Dobra, na sprincie.
We're in trouble.
To też ma to.
There he is.
Hehehe. Poszło. Kolejny tam widzę pobiegł.
You ain't shit.
Byłaś.
Murderer.
Dobra.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon.
That's right. Run.
Tutaj tu się karabinek przyda.
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me.
I shot so bitch.
O, to lo. Nie! Nie, spadamy stąd, spadamy! Shit!
In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Fuck! Zginę.
You can't hide from me.
Między oczy, frajerze.
Kill him already. Did that asshole just kill me?
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead.
Wszyscy?
But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Zabił człowieka za chrapanie. LOL. 40 kolejnych
I
za
felt a
oddychanie.
bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him.
LOL! Jaki on jest
No, wait.
szybki!
He didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
LOL. Ale nie było tej takiej kurde pomocy tej zegarkowej, że tak powiem. Czemuż to? Strzelaj!
That man was faster than
Heda
Chris
chyba
Light.
dostał.
But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
Chyba prosto na Heda.
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life. Shot him in the back at a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
Okej, kontynuujemy przygodę, bo w sumie jeszcze mam bardzo dużo czasu na
Thank you, darling.
kolejną przygodę.
Yeah,
Kolejny
some
epizod, nie
say
wiem co to będzie.
revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, did you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
A, jednak epizod 5. Grey Wolf.
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.
Tańczący z renegatami. Dobra.
A bounty was put on
To
Grey
mamy.
Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven.
Dawno temu w odległych górach.
Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death. Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move.
Ha?
He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
Ale cisza. Widzę jakieś domki. I zaraz się coś zacznie dziać. Widzę jakieś małe przejście albo tutaj. Zobaczmy, zobaczmy. Myśl tam. Tu pójdę tędy przez mostek.
They saw me before I saw them.
Ta. O, shit. O, ja pierdzielę! Jak oni ładują. O. Niedobrze, niedobrze, niedobrze. Spróbujemy jeszcze raz
They
tędy
saw
przejść.
me before I saw them.
Dobra. Widzę, że gnojki gdzieś na skałach cały czas się... no chyba kryli.
And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down.
Dobra. Troszkę ammo, nie zaszkodzi. Tu chyba się chowa. Wow! Żeż ty gnoju. Secret. Jakiś karabinek. O, dobra. Jak na razie lajtowo.
It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there.
Chyba nie, no chyba nie, no chyba nie. Wyjdzie, nie wyjdzie, wyjdzie, nie wyjdzie. Ale ładnie dostał.
I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of those.
Dobra, czysto. Dalej mam tam iść? Będę dołem. No chyba was coś porąbało. Jakiś punkt kontrolny.
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout.
Dostał. Dobra.
A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me.
O, fuck! Jo,
But it's
pierdziele.
not out of bravery so
Jak
much
się
as pure
wystraszyłem.
angry cussedness.
Co za durny apacz. O, Jesus. Zbadaj jaskinię w poszukiwaniu szarego Wolfa. No co wy? Aha, tutaj, dobra. Już myślałem, że mam tam skakać. Ja się tak zdziwiłem. No, co jest? O, shit. Ładuj, ładuj, ładuj.
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like
Ale
pitch
gdzie tu
black in
czytam?
there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
Dobra, weźmy sobie karabinek. Yeah! Raz tutaj, tutaj.
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars.
Dobra.
They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
O, fuck.
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Zapominam o tych kurczę przyciskach. D, S. Nie, to miał być S! Ło. Dobra, poładujemy to wszystko, może się coś przydać. Tutejż. Dobra, idziemy dalej. Kurde mać. A nic tam nie ma.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death. I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him.
Huh?
He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows. And I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me. As his story unfolded in my mind,
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
he said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart,
Oh,
and an
Boże.
echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines.
O, fuck.
They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle
Yeah.
talk.
Wow. Ale pięknie dostał.
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap.
Może
But
więcej was
suddenly,
tutaj?
one just appeared, kind of like a miracle.
Przeżyj atak Indian. Pod jaskinią poszukiwania szarego Ulfa. Dobra, ale w którą stronę? Troszkę nic nie widzę.
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever.
Jak tu ciemno?
Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back.
Ha! Dał radę. Dobra, a to nie w sumie.
I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mambo jumbo.
Jumbo's right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens.
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that.
Dobra, ale
little
ja
lady.
mam tam? Czy gdzie iść? Tu do góry. Lol.
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
Pięknie.
100?
Teraz
God be my witness.
gdzie i którędy?
Oh, come on. Who you kidding?
Hey, I believe you.
Przetrwaj
Come
zasadzkę.
on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
100.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
100. Wy sobie je robicie? Ty gnoju! Fuck! Ja pierdzielę. Tu gdzieś za mną, nie, świetnie po prostu.
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had
Whoa.
not seen before. I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
Lol.
Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
No, nieźle. Okej, kochani, słuchajcie, to by było na tyle w tym odcinku. Jeżeli wam się odcinek spodobał, nie zapomnijcie zostawić łapy w górę. No i do zobaczenia w kolejnym odcinku. Trzymajcie się, hej!